What's up, people? Welcome to the 36th episode of the News That Matters, where I tell you some interesting and fun news and some news that I think may matter to you, as most news channels broadcast bullshit. News number 1 is from Tuticorin, Tamil Nadu, where finally the infamous sterlite copper smelting plant has been ordered to close down after prolonged protests by the locals against it on the basis that the plant was polluting the area and was causing many health issues along with polluting the drinking water too. The Tamil Nadu Pollution Control Board has ordered the closure of the plant after it found out that the plant did not adhere to some of the conditions and guidelines set up by the Pollution Control Board. The power supply to the plant was also cut off earlier today. Now, it is a good move that a pollution causing factory is ordered to shut down, but the problem here is that it only happened after 12 people lost their precious lives. The locals have been facing problems and protesting against the plant since 1996, but their complaints were not heard. But now, as they got to know that the plant was going to expand further, the locals raised the level of their protest. The police, in a very unjudicial and inhumane move, opened firing at the protesters instead of using hydro cannons and gas bombs. More than 10 died in the firing, and that's when the authorities came to their senses and ordered the closure. Now, this whole story raises a lot of questions on the system of our country and how the authorities just keep sleeping until people literally start dying. Now, the internet service has also been shut down in the Tuticorin for a few days amidst all this chaos. Well, Tamil Nadu has been through a tough time because of all this. Well, the next news is about the growing distress among the common citizens of the country due to the rising fuel price, because of which the price of fruits and vegetables are also rising as transportation is getting costlier. The petrol and diesel prices have been hiked for the 11th time now in the last 11 days. Yes, you heard it right. The prices have been rising every day since the last 10 days. Even today, the price rose by about 19 to 31 paise per litre in the cities of Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai, and Kolkata. The prices today is the highest that the country has witnessed since 2013. And the only one responsible party for this price hike today is the central government, that is, the BJP. The crude oil is way cheaper today than it was in the year 2013, but the prices are more than the year 2013. It is mainly because of the ludicrous and outrageous sums of taxes and duties imposed on fuel by the government. It is not even bringing petrol and diesel under GST, as we all know that if it does, that the revenue of the Jumla party to build its offices and statues will fall. The fact is that today petrol without any tax can be sold at about 35 rupees per litre, and even if GST of 28% is imposed on it, it will still be just rupees 45 rupees per litre. See, the government has imposed taxes of about 50% and even more on the fuel today. Of course, the ex-finance minister said the truth when he said that BJP is living off of an oil bonanza only, and without it, it is nothing. Well, just remember to throw this blood-sucking party out of Indian politics next year, else be prepared to witness India as a country as chaotic as Syria. Well, the next news is a shocking one from Junagadh, Gujarat, where the Gujarat Secondary and Higher Education Board officials have seized about 200 kg of cheating material from an examination center during the Class 12 board examination in the state in the March of this year. What in the hell? I mean, 200 kgs of chits and slips for cheating from one examination center? This is sad too, as it shows the sad picture of our education system today, where the students are not taught how to pass the exams but are expected to get top marks by any means possible. Some students also cheat because of the fear of their parents, as they are put under a lot of pressure of scoring. This all really needs to be changed. We need a country with an education system so smooth and developed that students don't even feel like they should do something as bad as cheating, and the teaching method should be made so great that students study for themselves and enjoy it rather than study and score marks for their parents and for the sake of showing them to the society. Well, the next news is somewhat good for the domestic wheat producers of the country, as the government has hiked the import duty on wheat from about 20% to 30% now to curb cheaper imports. This can lead the big companies to import less wheat from other countries and rely a bit more on the domestic produce. Well, the agriculture sector of the country really needs a lot of reforms to make the current miserable lives of the farmers better. Even though the government itself exploits the farmers and suck their blood, this move is actually good. Well, now let's have some tech news. YouTube has recently changed some of its app user interface elements in the Android app. Most of you may have noticed that now on YouTube Android app, when you drag down a playing video, it now doesn't become a rectangle and rest in the bottom right corner, but rather becomes a very thin bar that takes about a centimeter of the entire bottom of the app. Well, I personally hate this right now. It is not as interactive and is a bit harder to work with as compared to the previous one in which more part of the video was visible even with the video dragged down. Well, what do you think about it? Tell me down in the comments below. Well, the next news is about the world's most powerful Chromebook that was just unveiled by Acer. The Chromebook Spin 13 by Acer is currently the most powerful Chromebook, although it is not yet available to buy. It has 360-degree rotatable hinge that makes it a 2-in-1, that is a laptop and a tablet combined. It packs a 13.5-inch Full HD Plus touchscreen, 16GB of RAM, up to 120GB of storage, and 8th Gen Intel i3 or i5 processors. Well, I don't know if this much processor power is even necessary for a Chromebook. I mean, they are mostly used only by students or people who don't want to play games or don't want to do any demanding tasks on their laptops. Chromebook buyers mostly buy them to use a simple and clean interface to use the office and productivity apps. Well, nevertheless, we will have this powerful Chromebook very soon. Have you ever considered buying a Chromebook, and do you like the Chromebooks? Tell me down in the comments below. The last news for today is about a rumor about the upcoming Google Pixel 3 smartphone. Reports claim that the Pixel 3 might have an amazingly fast and reliable Wi-Fi, which will be because of the device's capability to simultaneously use the 2.4 GHz and 5 GHz Wi-Fi bands. If this happens in Pixel 3, it will even allow users to use their device like a Wi-Fi hub. That is, they can use internet in their device over Wi-Fi as well as transmit info like music to a Wi-Fi enabled speaker all at the same time. Well, let's see if Google Pixel 3 amazes us this year like the Pixel 2 did last year. Well, this was all for today. I'll be back tomorrow with another episode of the News That Matters. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe for more.